Hello world, System Out Print the Geeky Lad, and let's take a look at one of my off the charts app. It's something that's not mainstream, so let's assume you're going to send a message to one of your friends on WhatsApp, or let's assume you're sending a good morning message to say a family member on WhatsApp. So what this program does is it's going to sit right there and watch you do that. So you open up WhatsApp, you open the chat of the person to whom you want a message, and you go ahead and type the message out, you send it, go back to the home screen, and that's it, and you lock the phone screen. So it's going to sit right there and watch you do all this, and it's going to record all these things in a way that it understands, and it's going to replay all these things at a later point of time whenever you schedule it to do so. I know this sounds crazy, but this is probably the second most craziest project I've worked on. The first one was about 2 years back, but I trashed the YouTube video on that because it was a travesty. Anyway, I'm going to be showing it to you on a Linux system, so without just bloviating all the while, let's get right into the program and let's take a look at how it works. Okay guys, I'm going to head over to the directory which will contain the extracted files. You should be knowing where to head to get this particular zip file, so I'll be linking that in the video description. So let's assume I've downloaded the zip file and you've extracted it, so the contents of the folder should look something like this. So now if you see, nothing may look really familiar to you, but if you're coming from a Java background, you'll realize that this is going to look very familiar. So this is a Java executable. So if you're on a Linux or Mac OS, you'll be running this particular file. And if you're on Windows, all you've got to do is run this file. Since I'm on Linux, I'm going to show you how to run this. Now these steps apply to Mac too. I've fired up a terminal in this particular directory, and all I've got to do is / and adb automate.sh. So this is just the way you'd be running it on Mac too. Hit enter, and there you're presented with a list of options. So let's take a closer look at this. It contains all that you need to capture the gestures and have it recorded, which means that what you see out here is what sits on top of your phone and keeps looking for the gestures that you perform. We see that there are a bunch of features on board, but I'm not going to walk you through each of these steps and make this video rather theoretical. So I'm going to drive you guys through a scenario wherein I open WhatsApp, open a certain chat and send a message, get back to the main screen and lock the phone. Okay, so I'm back after a quick and not so quick dinner break. That's my desert for the night, and let's begin. This is my phone connected to the PC over a data cable, and you've got to ensure that USB debugging is enabled on the phone. Only then this entire thing is going to work. Okay, so in these list of options, let's start with step number 1. Now what do I do here is going to be happening dynamically on the phone. So I'm going to go with point number 1, which says trigger power button. So I'm going to hit 1, hit enter. You'll see that the phone's screen is powered on. Now type in text, which is my lock screen code. That done. And point number 3, which is enter. Now you see that with these 3 commands, my phone screen is unlocked. Now I've got to go ahead and launch WhatsApp. So what I'll do is, if you see point number 9, I've got to search for a specific package and activity info for WhatsApp. Now I can't just simply key in WhatsApp and expect that the system will open WhatsApp, because there's a certain command for it. So that's exactly why we need to give more detail, more than just the app name. So let's see how that's done. Point number 9, search for the app and package activity. So first I've got to enter the app name, which is WhatsApp. This is how it looks on the app drawer. Hit enter. Now I see that there is a specific package name that it shows here. Now the jargon is not relevant, but all we need to do is copy this package name, keyboard shortcut paste here. The moment I paste it here, it's going to fetch some more info about WhatsApp to me. So let's see how that works. I hit enter. Now if you see, it's picked up some more detail for me, which is in this format, and all I need is this to launch my application on the phone. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, keyboard shortcut, and now we've got to go ahead to point number 8 and launch the app on the phone. So I'm going to go to point number 8, hit enter. Now it says I've got to enter the package and activity name of the desired app in this format. Now if you see, this format resembles just this. So let's go ahead and paste that and have that open on our phone. Keyboard shortcut paste, and I'm going to hit enter. The moment I hit enter, you're going to see that app open on the phone. There, the app is open. So once this app is open, I've got to send a message to the first chat out here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the chat now. So if you notice, the moment I clicked open the chat, it has recorded my tap input over here. So it shows the timestamp and it shows that I've tapped at a certain coordinate. With that said, I've got to type out some text and send the message to this guy. So I'm going to go to option number 2, which is type text. The moment I type the text, I've got to hit enter, which is point number 3, to actually send the message to him. So I'm going to do these two things. Point number 2, which is enter some text, which is hey there, what's up. I'm going to see that it's typed out that message immediately out here. Once that's done, I've got to send this message, which is point number 3, action number 3, hit enter. The message has been sent to him. Once the message is sent, I've got to go back one step, which is point number 4 out here, go back. That's gone. Now I've got to close the app, so I've got to go back one more step. It's on my main screen, and then I go back another step yet again, and now I'm on my main screen. Now once I'm done with my task, I want to go ahead and lock my phone screen, which if you remember is point number 1, trigger power button. So I'm going to just do that, point number 1, and that's it. Now we've got an action recorded. All we got to do now is to play this to check if it works. So since I've entered all my events in sequence, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, which is point number 11 that says save workflow and quit. So I'm going to simply enter point number 11, hit enter, and you'll see that the program has stopped and it's showing you some vital commands that have been recorded. It might look like gibberish to you, but it's alright, it doesn't matter. All that matters to us is this last line that says here ready to replay. Okay, that's more readable. Now you see the last line which says ready to replay. That's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to click on yes, and you'll witness all that we did replayed actually on the phone. So let's see how it works. I'm going to hit 1 and click enter. The moment I click enter, it's going to start doing the exact set of events as we recorded it. Let's see how it works. In 3, 2, 1, and I hit enter. Time to replay. It unlocks the phone, fires up WhatsApp, opens the chat, types in the message, sends it, goes back, goes to the home screen, and locks the phone. Dope. That's as simple as it is. We're going to stop this program here by clicking on some other number. Now it's asking me what I want to save this configuration as. So I'm going to type ping friend and hit enter. Now if you notice, it says serialization done and the program has ended. At this moment we should be having this config up and ready on our phone. So let's take a closer look. Okay, now that's better. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the phone. Okay. So now there's an Android app component to this project also, which is going to let us actually schedule these particular tasks that can happen in your absence, and we're going to take a look at just that. So I'm going to open the Android app now, and you see the config file that we created is just here. It's called ping friend. So let's see how we can schedule this configuration and have it happen without us giving any kind of input. The time is 10:46 now. I'm going to go ahead and schedule this for 10:48. Click on set. It says the rule will be triggered at 10:48, and once set, I'm going to enable this rule. It's enabled, it will be triggered. I'm going to shut the app and wait till it's 10:48. Lock the screen and let it stay. Oh, and also I'm going to disconnect the cable because it's of no use anymore. It's only the phone. Skip to 10:48. Okay, it's 10:48 by my watch and the program should run anytime now. There we go. Let's unlock the phone, open WhatsApp, open the desired chat, typed out the message, sent it, heads back to the home screen, and that's it. Okay, so as you guys saw, you can replay any set of actions, any set of events. You can record whatever gesture you want and replay it at a later time. So if you see, this is a concept that's pretty dope. In terms of the number of possibilities are countless, and maybe down the line we can have a feature in this app wherein you can share the rules that you make among people. Probably we can have a repository of rules wherein people can download rules, just like how you download zip files from the net. So probably that's something that can come in down the line, but as of now, bar the lackluster UI, I guess the program is more of a WYSIWYG, which is what you see is what you get. So apart from the two use cases that we just saw, you could define a use case. For example, I'm working in a corporate company, so we have the concept of filling timesheets. So if you would have noticed, there was one such rule on the app which said fill timesheet. So that particular rule fills my timesheet at 7:45 p.m. every day. So I'm certain that my phone is not going to be used at that time. So that's exactly why I've set a schedule for 7:45 p.m. every day, so that the phone opens up my timesheet app, and just like how you saw for the WhatsApp scenario, for both the WhatsApp scenarios, it even opens up the timesheet app in a similar way, and it fills it up just like that. So that shows that the number of possibilities are indefinite. You can come up with your own scenario and post it down in the comments. I'll link you to downloading the project files like what you saw some time back, and maybe I'll post a small write-up on how to use these files if you guys want it as a reference in addition to this video. So with that at hand, I think we can call it off here. It's certainly a desiccating summer out here in Mumbai, and I hope you guys too are fighting the coronavirus safely. So stay safe, stay at home, and check out something cool like this. So thank you guys for checking out something that's not run of the mill. I hope it's not fiendish. So this is one of my first YouTube videos, and I hope it's not as deleterious as I think of it. Show some love if you liked it.